Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It is the 4th of July. It is Independence Day if you are in the United States. This is a time period where lots of people like to light off fireworks. Nothing against fireworks, but if you have a scared feral little puppy like I do, it's not a good time. So I've been getting a lot of snuggles from that poor little puppy for this last few days because there's been a fair amount of little fireworks going off. Not as drastic as some years, right? I am in a community neighborhood type of situation, but people still light them off, and it's actually 4th of July today. There in a few hours, right? It gets dark out. There's going to be some little booms, explosions, etc. going off, and my poor little puppy is going to lose his mind. Yeah, so that's how that goes. If you celebrate, I hope you have a great day and you're able to spend some time with friends, maybe eat good food, just enjoy the day. And hopefully you have today off. I do. And you can do whatever you want. Today's Thursday, and Thursday I've been doing things we're making Thursday. And this month, for the month of July, it is Amigurumi. Now, I am late on my video, as you can tell. Normally I put my videos out at 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. Mountain time, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And I had the live last night. Lori from the Armchair Chef and I did our crochet duel live. It was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I did not have my Thursday video already filmed and ready to go. And I started working on my stuffed animal, my amigurumi, yesterday. Instead of, started using the things I've already got available. Like, look at all these stuffed things I have around me. I mean, we're talking about amigurumi. Lori gave me that. That's really cute. She gave me that during the live. But all these things, and something about me is a little stubborn. I'm like, but you've seen my Totoro and my Emkin and my gorgeous little bear. And then this is the Love Devil by K4TT Fiber Doodle on Ravelry. And these are my 3 little penguins down here. And then there's Layla the Love Bug. She's over a decade old. There's supposed to be a body. She don't have a body. But if you've been part of my channel and you've watched some of my videos, you've seen those. I'm like, I can't use the same thing. Why not? Why not? My husband was saying the same thing. He's like, you've got like half a dozen things and you've got more things. I mean, I'm staring at other stuffed animals on the other side of the room that I've made. You have things that you've done. No, I can't do that. Why? Because I'm weird. Yeah, because I'm weird. So I was working on something and it got late. I was worn out after the live and everything, and Lori and I were chatting, and it was just really, I had such a fun time yesterday, and it got late and I didn't finish my thing. And then the other thing too is, why did I have to have it finished? There's more than one Thursday in the month of July. It's crazy. I get it. It is crazy. And it's amigurumi all month long. That doesn't mean you have to finish the thing every week. You can start something and show it and everything going. Oh, by the way, if you're not part of this, you can be. If you're a content creator, use the hashtag TWMT. I always have to think about it. Things we're making Thursday. That way everybody can find you. And in my description box, I'll have the months, what we're doing each month, right? Like I said, this month it is amigurumi. Last month it was garments. So each month it changes the theme. And all we're doing is just this big, massive crochet knit along or yarn along. Really, I mean, if you want to weave something, macrame something, however you want to make the something that's along that same vein, make the something that's along that same vein. We love to see it and we love to share. And if you don't have a channel, don't want a channel, not interested in a channel, that's fine too. You can always look at the Facebook group. I'll have that listed below too, and pop in your video, or not videos, but pop your pictures in there and share what you're doing, and you can scroll through and see what other people are sharing. So it's a laid back group. It's a laid back collaboration, just people having a lot of fun. So would you like to see what I made? Yeah, kind of, huh? I know it's 4th of July and everything, and a lot of people, I thought about doing a patriotic something, but something got a hold of me prior to just the one day in July, the 4th of July, Independence Day. So didn't do the red, white, and blue, but a lot of people like to do Christmas in July, doing fun things that are prepping to get ready for Christmas, whether you're making ornaments or Christmas gifts or whatever it is, because let's face it, if you're a crafter and you have this brilliant idea that you're going to do handmade gifts at the end of the year, you kind of need to start now. And by the way, you might already be behind. It depends on what your gifts are and how fast you may or may not be. Oh, in life. You know, the non-craft related things that we have to do, you know, the adulting that we have to do, like feeding ourselves and going to work and making money so we can afford our hobbies and our crafts, you know, those things get in the way. So you might already be behind, you know, don't mean to throw that out there and scare you or anything, but you might already be behind. So in the vein of the Christmas in July, this one hit me. I think it's adorable, probably because so many people really get along with the Grinch theme, like the Grinch Christmas trees. They sell those at Hobby Lobby, you know, all that other stuff. So I had to jump on the train and I made my very own little Grinch. Look at him. He's so cute. And I love the eyes. Look, you know what? We're all getting better. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, he is so adorable. Look at those. Look at those eyes. Little photobomb. Look at that. I mean, my embroidery skills are getting better. And the only way they're going to get better is to continue to practice. So this is my cute little Grinch. I made him out of the Big Twist Value yarn. That's what the green is. The red and the white were scraps of some other stuff that I had available. The yellow on the eyeballs, that is the yellow that I used for my son's sock. Right? Because, you know, I had a little bit of the yellow left. I didn't have any of that gray left, but my son said, see, this, talk about a Christmas in July. This is a Christmas present. It's for my oldest son. And yeah, we have to start now. I'm just telling you, we have to start if we're going to make projects and give them away at Christmas. So I used just a little bit of that yellow, and look at that. I think that's called a bullion stitch for embroidery. I don't remember, but that's what it looked like to me on the picture, and absolutely adorable. My husband's like, how are you going to get the hair like that? So I did do all the little scraps of yarn, and not really scraps, but, you know, threaded in like that and everything, and then frayed the yarn out and then trimmed it. And I think that's adorable. I sewed the scarf on because, you know, grandkids, right? And I'm not going to lie, this turned out so much cuter than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I thought the pattern was adorable. There's no doubt. But sometimes the execution's not there for me, right? I can do all the crocheted stitches, no problem at all. Where the make or break moment comes in is the facial features, right? That's where it is. And I'm not going to lie, I'm so impressed with the eyeballs. I am so impressed with that. It looks like the picture. This is a free pattern. Let me show you. This is the picture. Okay. And I'll pop up the pattern information. So look at that. Look, see? What do you think? I mean, not bad, huh? It's pretty cool. You know, wow. You gotta pat yourself on the back. So this is, the name is Little Crochet Farm. Little Crochet Farm has, I was able to pull this up and everything, the pattern, like I said, on the iPad, or whatever device, right? Pull it up and read the directions, but she also has tutorials. So you can follow the tutorial for the same pattern. I think that is absolutely wonderful. I just read the directions on it. After I read the directions, there were some other pictures that I'm like, I want to do those. And then I realized, oh, wow, you've got a whole channel of fun stuff. And then it's like, I must do that. I must make that. Look at these. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you want to do a Christmas in July type of a thing and just little cute things, you got the Santa Claus, the elf, the reindeer. I think I need to make some more. And my husband commented when he saw this, he's like, "Oh, I think you got some grandkids that might like that." And, you know, I think he's right. They don't gravitate towards everything that I make because, you know, they have their own interests. But I think that he's right on this one, that this one is one that they would probably be interested in. So I might have to make a few more of a little Grinch. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to, right? I'm so tickled with those eyeballs. I mean, look at that. I am so tickled, right? And I got the little scarf on there, and yeah, wow, it worked out to great effect. And I like the patterns that don't have a lot of sewing together, because a lot of times maybe you're just that much better than me. I don't know. That could be, right? But a lot of times when we have the amigurumi or the different parts and the pieces of a stuffed something, we do an excellent job of making all the pieces. My arm looks great. My legs look great. The head looks great. The body looks great. And then you have this pile of pieces that you have to sew together. And that's when we get into trouble. That's when I get into trouble. You know, the sewing on is not professional enough, right? It looks very, very homey, very homemade, right? Which is fine with homemade, but sometimes we want to elevate our things and it just takes a little bit. We're not the best. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. You're probably getting better too. So on this one, in a lot of the little crocheted amigurumi type things that are coming out now, and I absolutely love it, it is a kind of a sew as you go. So you make the two little separate legs, right? So you make the one leg and you cut your yarn. Then you make the second leg and you don't cut your yarn, right? And then you attach them both together at the same time. Sweet. Okay, so now the legs are on. You're not making a body and sewing the legs and hoping that you didn't make one too scrunched and one too big and everything, and they're aligned and they're even. Perfect. Okay, so really happy about that. The arms, you do make the arms separate and you do cut your yarn from that. But when you get to the arm part, you crochet the arm on. Again, no sewing on it. You know they're going to be lined up because you're crocheting them on the same round. You know it's going to match. That's perfect because you did a brilliant job. The arms were perfect when you made them. The sewing on is where we get in trouble. So that is there. And truthfully, even if we did sew this one on, it wouldn't make such a big difference because you see that scarf is covering it. So if we made mistakes and it's just a little crooked, we could definitely adjust with that. And then the hardest one a lot of times is the head. You know, I don't know how many different amigurumi style things that I've made where, again, everything is gorgeous and perfect. And you go to sew the head on and it's floppy like this. You know, and you don't want it floppy like that, right? You know, or it's crooked like this. You're like, what, how? Well, how did that happen? So you're crocheting the head on and then you do all your decreases and stuff. And this head is wide enough that when you stuff it, it's not floppy. You know, there are a lot of those really cute dolls that the neck is about that thick. And I don't know what you put in there. I've seen people talk about doing like curlers. If you put like the sponge curler in there or something else and stuff it and have that in that neck spot because it's a really tiny circumference, that will help give stability. You know, because you don't want to put like a dowel necessarily. If it's a toy, you don't want to put a dowel in there, but you want something to stiffen it up. So this one I thought was perfect. It gives fantastic results. All the things that are for amigurumi that normally get me into trouble, the designer took care of. And I greatly appreciate that. And she doesn't get into a lot of details on how to do the eyeballs and the stitches. She talks about embroidering it. Okay, got it. When I kind of pulled the picture up, I could see that was what I called a bullion stitch before. I don't know if that's really what it's called for embroidery. I thought I'd try it and it worked out pretty well. I have the picture of it without the yellow. Oh my gosh, without the yellow on there, it's definitely not the same. That little bit of yellow on the eyes right here, it makes it. It 100% makes the whole Grinch. It makes the expression. It's the finishing touch, right? The finishing touch that we always gravitate towards. That right there, 100% the finishing touch. And I am so pleased with it. I'm excited. I'm kind of happy that I didn't finish it last night or I didn't do my video. I could have done it without all the facial features. I had half the body crocheted, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't, and I got to sleep and rest and kind of roll into the morning, afternoon now, but you know, roll into that, finish it and do it right. I think if I would have finished it last night, I don't think it would have been as cute. I don't think I would have done as well on the facial features to finish it off. And yeah, so sometimes give yourself a chance, take a break, step away from it, relax, and it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Which one should I make next? I don't know if I'm going to make this particular. I'll have her down below. I'll go ahead and put the YouTube page and I'll put this page for the particular Grinch. There are so many patterns. And she does also have patterns on Ravelry. If you don't want all the ads and everything in it, you can pay for the patterns, but she has a lot of free patterns too. But look at some of those. I mean, aren't those just cute? They're just little bits, little tiny things. Well, I mean, this is worsted weight. It's not a little tiny thing, but you know, I mean, they're not huge. These are perfect for little hands. And it worked up really quick compared to, you know, I've done some other amigurumi. Some takes longer than others. Some take longer than others. That one worked up pretty well, and the results are a lot better than what I had expected. Very easy to execute. Highly recommend if you're looking for something, especially if you're trying to jump on the Christmas and July train and make some fun stuff. That one is a fun thing. That is absolutely adorable. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.